All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles, those great millstone. And Sausage was doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. And I have a video over here that I want to play. Going into like the title says, confusion of face. And yes, I still say confusion of face, man. All right, just because some new niggas come up, trying to tell us a definition, if they discover something that we didn't already know, all right, that don't change the fact of the matter. Yes, confusion of face means shame, which we knew, all right, but like Wisdom of Solomon say, let me grab it, man. Let me grab this. Fucking, let me just grab this, bro. It's Wisdom of Solomon 7. And 22, for wisdom, which is the work of all things, taught me, for in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold. And that's the key here, manifold. So confusion of face does mean shame. All right? It does mean shame. Yes, we are ashamed right now. We're in captivity. The curses fell upon us. But I'm going to grab an example of where this, let me just grab it. Well, the skin was changed and literally was meant to be ashamed. So there's a literal meaning to confusion of face of where it's really, your face is confused. It don't look the way it should look. Okay? And that's okay. All right? That's just the easier phrase so it can be understood in this day and age. A confusion of face. It's simple, like wisdom. It's easy to understand. All right? So you have, yes, of course, we're shamed. But then you have literal what people faces are confused. Like they don't look how they should look. This is Numbers 12. Let me get to the point. And 10. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle. And behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not this sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. And you know what? On topic, because it's very, on topic. All they said was, all they did was criticize Moses and say he was going off, which is just how important it is. Say he was going off for dealing with a heathen woman. And the Lord jacked her up. So you got these guys trying to one-up GMS. These new niggas come around, think they know something, trying to one-up GMS. They can't even understand the concept. Does not take one up the ass. Yeah, man. And I'm talking about Sakari, man. So wise, but don't know how to take some of the fucking cheeks. Like in there. That's overly freaky, man. Going off. But look what happened when these two who are Aaron simply said Moses was tweaking in so many words. How the Lord jacked them up. So be fucking careful of what you're saying about the teachers, man. All right? So let's keep going, man. Let me get back on topic, man. Let her not be as one dead, whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, heal her now, O power, I beseech thee. And the Lord said unto Moses, if her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that let her be received in again. So there you go, man. So when her skin was changed, that was to be ashamed. So we use the manifold of wisdom to use the phrase confusion of face for the literal sense of having confusion of face. Yes, to shame, but to literally be confused of face. Like you don't look like an Israelite, man. All right? So let's play this video and then we'll get some precepts, man. Now, ignore it to say the dangers of mixing. Why what your father is, man. And we'll grab that once we play this. know, Jake got visual learning, so maybe looking at this, look, them kids look like Edomites.
Here is the answer. 3 generations. Half-blood grandmother, quadroon daughter, octoroon grandson. Now, as you can see, in the 3rd generation, or 3rd cross, no trace of native origin is apparent. The continuing infiltration of white blood finally stamps out the black color. The Aboriginal has simply been bred out. Now, we come to the Moore River Native Settlement. Ladies, most of you are familiar with our work here, the training of domestic servants and farm laborers. I would like to thank you for your continuing support. Hundreds of half-caste children have been gathered up and brought here to be given the benefit of everything our culture has to offer.
All right. So first, let me grab these numbers so I don't forget. Here's numbers 1 and 6. Am I tripping? Damn, it's been so. This is a classic. You know, you brought this down in a minute. Numbers 1:18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day, on the 2nd month. They declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. So all Israel is, or all men, all humans, life in general, your bloodline is based, your genealogy, your pedigree, all right, is from your father. All right? It's from your father. No matter how you look, it's about the father. This is why the scriptures say this. This is Romans 2:28. For he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision, which is outward in the flesh. All right? So it's not about the outward. You have a thing where of tares, where the wheat was set with tares was set with the wheat. The evil seed was planted, like that video just showed. Damn, the scripture's so raw. Like that video just showed, tares was set among Jake. They was having Edomite men deal with Jake women. And some of them would come out dark. And they'll look the same. That's why the angels got to come and separate the tares from the wheat. Same concept on the other side. You got Jake, men that lay with heathen women, and these children look like heathens. Let's get the speckled bird, man. This is easy. This is Jeremiah 12:9. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about her against her. Come, ye assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour. So Israel is speckled, man. We're going to look like these different nations. Why? Because we dealt with the different nations, man. Okay? Plain and simple. Let's grab, it's Hosea 7. We're going to start up, though. I believe we're going to start up. Damn. I'm gonna start at 1, low key. Hosea 7:1. When I would have healed Israel, then the iniquity of Ephraim was discovered, and this is talking about the northern kingdom, and the wickedness of Samaria, for they committed falsehood, and the thief cometh in, and the troop of robbers spoileth without. And they considered not in their hearts that I remember all their wickedness. Now their own doings have beset them about. They are before my face. They make the king glad with their wickedness and the princes with their lies. And Esau is the thief. All right? Esau is the wicked the Bible speaks of. He is Satan. He's that thief. He's the murderer that Ephraim went to. They went to the hands of the murderer. So Ephraim make the king glad by following his ways. They worship the goddamn white man. I said Ephraim's the northern kingdom. All right? But also literally Ephraim, like the so-called Puerto Ricans, they worship this devil, man. They follow whatever the fuck he say. And they tell their women to do what? To get with the so-called white man. And of course, they men is going to get with they women. All right? It's a phrase, I believe even the Mexican said. Something like Rasa, something like that. It's about the better the race. They taking the same concept from that video, right? But it's on both sides. They are adulterers, as an oven heated by the baker, following their customs. They follow after they wear, the heathens. That's the adultery. Whoso seetheth from raising after he hath kneaded the dough until it be leavened. In the day of our king, the princes have made him sick with bottles of wine. He stretched out his hand with scorners. For they have made ready their heart like an oven. They hot to go off. Whilst they lie in wait, their baker sleepeth all the night. In the morning it burneth as a flaming fire. They are all hot as an oven and have devoured their judges. So they ain't following the right ways, man. All their kings are fallen. There is none among them that calleth unto me. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. So he's following the heathens. Ephraim is a cake not turned. All right? And that's a visual. You take a hot cake. All right, a pancake, you toss a cake on a griddle. That bottom gonna be dark. That top still be white. He's a cake not turned, man. So you got a lot of Ephraimites that look pale on the outside or whatever you want to call it. Or they look like Edomites, but they still Jakes. They still Israelites, man, because it's about the inward, man. We're a speckled bird. Point blank, period. Ephraim have mixed himself among the people. This is why the angels got to separate the wheat from the tares. Because, of course, you got chocolate-covered Edomites, as we like to say. And then you also got Jake that look like Edomites or Chinese. Well, I got to grab that. This Isaiah 16. Excuse me. And 4. Let my outcast dwell among let my outcast dwell with thee, Moab. Be thou a convert to them from the face of the spoiler, for the extortioner is at hand, the spoiler ceaseth, the oppressors are consumed out of the land. So that's why you have, now I know this says Moab, but you got like the cholo shit amongst the Japanese. A bunch of niggas, Japanese looking niggas picking up on Latin culture and nigga culture. You got them going through a long process to get the nigga type texture hair over there. All right, you got a lot of Chinese motherfuckers following the same shit that niggas is doing here in America, like really into it, because they niggas themselves, man. All right, simple. Oh, and I just had another on the ground. I forgot. I hate this flash. Damn, I hate this flash. As soon as in the video, I'm gonna remember too. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to think. Just read the Isaiah 16 by Moab. Fuck. Oh, the law, Deuteronomy, the law. Who called on me? How about Shami Hawashai? So I want to grab this and then we can wrap it up. Yeah, Deuteronomy 23. Got to be Deuteronomy 23, right? Yeah, Deuteronomy 23:7. Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, which we know this is saying Syrian, man. All right? It's saying Syrian. And when you go back through Genesis, you'll see why it says Syrian. Because we had them of our kindred that dwelt in the land of Syria. All right? Like Laban. All right? Padanaram. Look up Padanaram in Genesis and go into the word. All right? You know what? We can do it real quick. Let's see. Edomite. Then it says CH726. And it says Aramite. Now look how close the words look. The Ra and the Da look very similar, which is this. All right. Okay. And then you can see the Da right here. This second one. Okay. They look similar, but the Ra is rounded. So it tells you a clerical error for H130 Edomite as a margin Syrian. All right. So thou shalt not abhor Syrian. He is thy brother. We know Edom broke the brotherly covenant, man. They're not counted as our brother right now. That's in the book of Joel. Okay. Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian because thou wast a stranger in his land. Here's the point, verse 8. The children that are begotten of them begotten to bear, bring forth, to gender, travail, to bear, bring forth, childbirth. All right, so who begots a child? Who pushes a child out? The woman. She receives the seed and then pushes it out. All right. So the woman receives the seed, pushed out from the men, begotten by the men. So these children that are begotten come from Israelite. All right, but they are heathen mothers, but they still begotten by a man. The children are begotten of them shall enter the congregation of the Lord in that third generation. All right, so that's what we're here happening, man. All Israel shall be saved. Scattered from the four corners of the earth, man, Israel shall be saved. That's the great multitude in Revelation, the 7th chapter. All right, Jacob's going to look different, but the Lord is going to come round up all the Israelites that's left. Okay. And then we're going to receive our new bodies, our new looks, man. Plain and simple. And this 8th verse is heavy to let you know that the children that's begotten by heathens will be, the children that's begotten of Israelite man by heathen women will return to our congregation, our generation. Because a bastard, Deuteronomy 23:2, a bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord, even to his 10th generation shall he not enter the congregation of the Lord. A heathen father and an Israelite mother child will never be into the kingdom because they're not an Israelite. But here it tells you that they have seed that was placed in the heathen that will return. So it's not about how you look now. It's about your bloodline. This is Psalms 16:5. The Lord is the portion of mine inheritance and of my cup. Thou maintainest my lot. The lines are fallen unto me in pleasant places. Yeah, I have a goodly heritage. It's all about that bloodline. Not about the outward. It's about that bloodline. And of course, within that bloodline, having that gift of faith. Okay? So if it don't matter if you like Bruce Lee or Wesley Snipes, if you are an Israelite, you have a chance of salvation. And if you have faith and works, oh, I gotta grab one more. You have faith and works, then not only are you Israelite, you're the elect. You know, pending you endure to the end. I feel like making that shit bigger made it worse. 1 John 4:6. We are of the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us. He that is not of the Most High heareth not us. Hereby know with the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. So you can receive these words. It don't matter how you look, man. You can receive these words, then you are an Israelite. Get right with the Lord and hope for salvation. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Ba'asham HaKadosh. Double honor to the apostle as great millstone and Satish brothers doing this thing in sincerity, truth, and with charity. Shalom wa Baba Ball.